Students, now let us look at the mode selection procedure. We know that the mode selection problems actually focuses on selecting the best mode to transport a shipment, considering mode capacities, the costs, and the handling requirements, and of course the distances. So when we are looking at the mode selection problems, we are looking at the mode capacity, we are looking at the distance, we are looking at the material handling requirements as well. So there are several factors that are important in selecting the transportation mode. That is the frequency of service as well, the speed, the transit time, the variability cost, availability, safety, security, and of course the customer service. Now let us look at an example for a mode selection. A mineral processing plant has shortlisted 2 transportation modes as potential candidates for transporting the ore from the mines to the plant. The evaluation of the 2 modes with respect to a few critical factors is given below. The higher score actually indicates better site. So the factor in terms of weight unit are given, that is the transit time, the transit time variability, cost, capacity, loss or damage, and customer service. So these are the factors which are actually affecting your mode selection. And mode 1 and mode 2 ratings or weights are given. The higher score indicates the better one. Transit time has a weight of 8. So these are already elicited weights. We know that there is a technique which is known as analytical hierarchy process, through which we can determine different weights. So let's say we are not taking it as like objective weights or subjective weights. The transit time is important, the most important one, with a transit time with a weight of 8. And for mode 1, the weight or the score is 7. Whereas for mode 2, the score is slightly lower with 5. Transit time variability has a total weight of 7. That is the rating or the weight for that factor. And mode 1 has 5 weight for it, whereas mode 2 is with a weight of 7, and so on. We need to determine the best mode for transporting the ore from the mines to plant. So what we need to do, we just need to multiply the weights with mode scoring, and that would be done like 8 multiplied by 7, then we will add it with 7 multiplied by 5 for mode 1, and you will do it for till customer service, the last factor, and you will add those numbers, and the weighted rating for mode 1 is 192. You know the procedure of weighted rating or weighted factor method, and the weighted rating for mode 2 is 210. So the higher score simply implies that it is a better mode, and the ore must be transported using mode 2, not mode 1. It would be done through mode 2 because mode 2 has more weighted rating than mode 1, that is 210 versus 192. So students, we have seen a simple example for mode selection. So if we have different factors with us, we can use the weighted factor method for defining the best mode of transportation or modes. We can select the best mode, but we must remember that the weights can be determined either subjectively or objectively, and AHP would be the technique that would be giving you the weights through some mathematical procedure. Thank you.